All right, Walter. I believe that we are rolling out live to the folks out there. Let us know if you guys can hear us. If we're coming in loud and clear. I really hope we are. I don't think I mess with any of the buttons on the microphone, but you guys can let me know. Of course, you're joining us live here, so you can see us hold guns. You know what's ironic about this, Walter?
What's that?
Do you notice something's missing? There's no stock or anything on this gun. But here's the cool thing. I got two of them. Who knows what these are? To the folks out there. Who knows what these things are that I've got in my hand. So we'll talk about those. I've got guns. Let's see. Walter's got guns. He's got two AKs as well. There you go. Rocking and
This
rolling.
one here, this is another home built thing here too, so I can tell about a little bit later maybe.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I don't know. Did you have that 308 on you? We're gonna be sure.
No, but
I doesn't have it. Yeah. Can you get it?
It's at the shop.
Oh, it's at the shop. Yes. Yeah. So we will.
Yeah.
We're gonna show off guns and all that. If you want to see us live, if you're not on Utreon, go to Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom podcast. That's the place to go. So tonight, Walter and myself, we're sharing. If anyone gives us money, 50% goes to me, 50% goes to Walter. And I don't have to do anything, because if Walter was sitting around waiting for me, he'd be sitting around waiting for me. So, but it's going to go to him. So if you give us some money, he'll get his, and he doesn't have to wait an old Hank Strange.
I podcast for bullets.
For bullets, there you go, for bullets. I was going to tell you something funny about that. Okay, so there you go. Go to Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom podcast. If you're looking at this later on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, if you're listening to this on audio and you want to join us, shout out to all the people who are out there. I am going to press the button and get this kicked off right now.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Ooh. We're in the building. We are live. Come on, Walt. We got to get the jazz hands going. Do this traditionally the way we do it. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on out there. This is episode 943. So what do we have? Like about 57 episodes. You think we're gonna get to 1,000 this year? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, we've slowed it down. We slowed it down a little bit. I don't, it's been crazy. But going in towards the end of the year, we'll probably get a bunch of episodes in for you guys who are wondering about that. It's Tuesday. You got to roll it out like that, Walt. You got to roll out the Tuesday. Tulsi, Twitter, and talcum powder. That's what we're going to talk about tonight.
Ooh, I'm getting excited. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, you like that talcum powder, huh? Smack it on. I wonder what Walter uses talcum powder for.
I ain't seen talcum powder since I had a diaper on me. And that's a long time.
Yeah, long time. It's a T word. So I threw that in there. Of course, we've got Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms joining us. There he goes.
What happened?
Well, you're there.
Okay. I froze on my end here. So.
Yeah. No, you're there. I don't know what your internet is doing, but you're right there. We can see you. And
I can tell you what my internet's doing.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Now he's going to give us an approximation of his internet. So Walter's joining us. Obviously we didn't do free for all Monday because Lola and I were on the road. We went out to we went to Maryland to visit with Lola's family. She got to see her younger brother, Sam, the baby of the family. He's all grown up. He's a big baller. And we also got to see her mom. So they were all very happy for that. She surprised her mom in Maryland, and then we went to Virginia. We were in Arrington, which is in the Blue Ridge Mountains, for the Overland Expo East. If you want to see the coverage of that, you can go over to Stranger Palooza and catch that. There is a link in the description of this video that you guys can go over there and catch it, and we'll talk about that stuff. So coming back, we came back. Yes, we left Sunday, but it takes like, I don't know, it's about a 12-hour drive, and with stops and all that kind of stuff. I think we stopped in South Carolina, and so we didn't make it back yesterday for Free For All Monday. We're gonna do today's show. We're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Tonto. Benghazi, 13 hours, Tonto. He's coming on tomorrow. Patrick will be on with us. So hopefully you guys will join us, and we'll be talking to Tonto and see what's up with him. I saw him in Kansas a few months ago. I was doing some training stuff with him and a bunch of other folks. So that's what's up with me, Walt. What's up? What's up with you, man? Did you miss me? Okay, well that doesn't.
We were texting at times. We were texting.
Oh yeah. I kept up with your shenanigans that you get up to.
My shenanigans. You got to see my future vehicle possibly at the Overland East.
Oh yeah. Did you catch any of my my footage from the Overland East there?
A little bit. I haven't watched it all yet. So.
Yeah. So here's what I can do. Let me see how I could just put this up here. I think this is it right here. So you guys can't hear the audio, but this is a short that's on Stranger Palooza. Look at this Grenadier. I'm going to tell you, Walt, it looks better in person, like a lot of cars do. Mm-hmm. Because you can see all the details and everything of it.
Right.
But sitting inside, they're not letting anyone drive it. But sitting inside, man, I like it.
Yeah, that's the same one that we saw back. I think that was in May.
Okay.
Here in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the exact same vehicle too, by the way. Same color.
Yeah, look at all the switches, which I don't think is a functional.
And
it's got the sun. Yeah, look at the sunroof. It's like T-top sunroof.
Yeah, that's an option. That's if you want the double. They call it Safari roof, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pass on that when I place.
Yeah, look at Shorty Lola. You can still see her even though she's like a midget. And then there's the roof.
But they have switches wired in already for accessories.
Right.
Which is a nice thing to have. Yeah.
Yeah, the Grenadier, very cool. I don't know. Let me see if I took like just some regular pictures that I could show people in here. I think I did. Did they have
a special cleaning place for the dirty Jeepers to get in it?
No, they just let people get in.
I'm just kidding.
Did you see where I got in trouble? Because I went into a Hummer EV and they were like,
cannot go in that. No.
Yeah, but first of all, there was no one there. I didn't see a sign. There could be a sign. I'm not saying there wasn't a sign.
Or like Grenadier, they had it roped off on the Grenadier.
Yeah, but they let you go in. They were letting people go in.
Yeah,
yeah, they had no problem with people sitting in there and stuff like that. And so before us, there were other people that were getting into it. We saw people getting in. So when Lola and I went up, I was like, oh, that. And listen, the Hummer EV's on the road. They're on the road. People are buying them in limited quantities, but they're out on the road. So I assumed, oh, they're letting people get in this. There were guys ahead of me that got in. I got in, and then this lady came over.
You got caught.
Like, yeah, I got caught out there. So, I put it up. That's also in a short. I put it up there. I'm not mad at them. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But there's the Grenadier. There you go.
Yep.
So it's you describe this, Walt, because you're getting one of these, right? So I'll let you describe it to the folks.
I've put the first deposit down on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the guy that's doing it. I think it's Jim Ratcliffe. When the Defender stopped being produced, it looks like that. He offered to buy the tooling, and he was told no.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Well, F you, and I'll make my own."
Mm-hmm.
So they started from scratch, and basically, I want a vehicle that's a truck. I don't want something that looks like every other SUV on the road out there right now. It looks like some kind of 2-door hatchback or 4-door hatchback or whatever it is. But
they're not building them the same anymore, right? You can't. There are a couple of things you can get, but they're kind of building things differently, and everyone's going to electric.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is. I guess they have plans for some of that stuff too, but initially they're offering diesel and gas and a U.S. gas, a BMW BMW power plant, turbocharged BMW.
Yeah.
Real axles, front and rear, not independent.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey business and all that. Independent's not bad, but this is more like we have in a work truck, like you can take off road and things like that. So, so that's the idea behind it. It's still a vehicle that a guy can use on a farm, or or you can drive your kids to soccer practice, or
right. It's easy. It should be. It's supposed to be easy to maintain. I don't know.
Right.
Obviously, everything's got a computer in it, but I'm assuming it won't have a ton of computers, right?
But it's not based all on, like, a lot of vehicles now. Everything's, you got the huge screen in the middle, and and everything's on the screen. And this is not they have some of that, but it's not everything in that format. So, but yeah, they're having some supply chain issues, I guess, like everybody is, and they were supposed to be delivering them already in Europe and England and stuff like that, and they put that back towards the end of the year a little bit further, or into the beginning of next.
Yeah, I think Europe is getting it first. The UK, England, and then I know you wanted me to ask them, like, when there's going to be models to drive around here in America.
Right. Yeah, they're supposed to. They told us when we went and saw that prototype in Tampa at an exclusive showing. Yes.
Right.
I didn't have any of the dirty public in there, also.
Right. So did you put down money before you went to this thing, or after you went?
Before.
Yes, because I see they had an exclusive thing at the Overland, and they were like, "Oh, it's just for owners," and I was like, "Lola, just put down, just tell them I'm Walther Keller." That's what I tell. That's why I tell everyone else I'm technically your son, from back in the days when
back in my crazy days.
I don't know. You literally at 10 years old, you'd have to be kicking out babies.
No, you're I was right, I'm 50. Yeah, when that equation doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not even close.
The Yanger was strong for the Keller, man. I started kicking out babies. They start kicking out babies at 5.
5, yeah. Back on the prairie in the wagons.
I don't know. Who knows? Some Viking mofos. Who knows with those dudes? Yeah, sorry.
So that was the same vehicle that we sat in and got to walk around in and look at and everything else. Yeah. And
so they're
supposed to have the production ones that'll have the actual suspension and all that stuff for people that put a deposit down to test drive.
Yeah. So I did ask them about that, and they said that they had a couple of vehicles that were here in America in port, but they couldn't get them out of customs yet. So that's what's going on with that, which that does happen. I've seen that happen with lots of different cars, including Audis and stuff like that. I've seen that happen with them. So you probably will be seeing those, and then I guess the owners and stuff like that will be going around with it. So if you actually get one of those, we're going to be making videos, right?
Oh yeah, if I get one of those, if in the end, if I pull the trigger and buy the truck, we're going to do something. We might go on a cross-country journey. We might go on who knows? I all the hype about the Grenadier has been its off-road capabilities. I want to get it on the road and put the pedal to the metal and see what it does.
Yeah.
Make it go.
Oh, you want to see how fast it goes? Well, we can find some places and we'll test the off-roadedness of it.
I mean, if my little Fiat Abarth can jump right up to 100 miles per hour, then the 6-cylinder BMW should do the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I think that truck is going to be heavier than your Abarth.
Well, yeah. Actually, it's a detuned 6-cylinder BMW engine made for more torque, off-road type torque and stuff.
Is it turboed?
Yes, turbocharged. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, cool. That's cool. Let's see. We'll get into more of this if you guys want to talk about it. I want to shout out people. Jade Grew's out there. I see Jade Grew, Jen Champ Jr. out there as well. Shooting Gallery, Annie in the building. Shout out to Shooting Gallery, as well as Asper Warrior. He is out there. Shout out to him. He sent me a video to, I guess they had TriggerCon or something like that. And I think it's Walther Arms is coming out with a 9mm integrally suppressed gun, but there's no baffles in the suppressor.
Say
There's
what?
there's no baffles. I'll see if I can find a link and send it to you. But there's no baffles. I think it's got holes in the barrel, and they're going to sell the barrels first. So the barrel's going to be integrally suppressed, and they can sell that to you. You could put it in your build. But instead of baffles, I guess they're strategically placed holes. Yeah, strategically placed holes. So I'll see if I find that. We'll talk about it later.
Right.
If not, at some point, we'll run that down. Sounds interesting to me. 42 Chilled is out there as well. Night Train is out there, and Dan Hates You is out there as well. He said that EV takes a decade to charge, or 1.21 gigawatts of plutonium.
Gigawatts.
Should I show? I've got a let me see. Here's that video.
Oh, it does take it. Look at that.
Oh, let's see.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead with the hump. No, I was going to say this is a. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go for
Jesus
it. Go
Christ.
for it.
Jesus. This is a
guns over hose.
This is a
guns
DDI,
before hose.
DDI 12, which was DDI. They imported these from China. But what I wanted to see was I have some genuine Russian Sega mags, and they go right in, so that's cool.
Yeah. No, that is cool. That's a nice looking gun.
Yeah.
Nice looking gun. And as we were saying here, we so let me show this here. So these Segas, these are a project that we're working on, right? So I've got to actually put these back over on your officials.
We gotta pick out some stocks
hardware
for the back.
Yeah.
And
what are we doing? Stocks? Are we doing like anything up here?
Well, the concept was to make them short. Make shorties out of them.
Yeah, chop them down. They're going to be twins. They're going to be twinsies, right? Are you painting these? I don't know.
I have to do something to make them look different.
Make them look different. Oh, yeah. You don't want yours. But you're going to paint yours, and you're going to paint mine. So mine needs to look better.
I'll paint mine white, and yours can be black, and it'll be like Ebony and Armory.
Oh, okay. So we'll put White Lives Matter on yours.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll switch. I'll be like Kanye West, and I'll put White Lives Matter on mine. You can put Black Lives Matter on yours. I don't know. I'm good with OD green or something like that, man.
Yeah. Let's keep the politics out of it.
I don't know if anyone cares about all of that stuff with Kanye West. I really don't care.
That's in the past, man. Yeah. That's in the past.
The truth of it is, all lives matter. Everyone's life matters, especially to them and their family members and the people who care about them. And as human beings, we should all care about each other. If you're a black person, you should care about all people, including black people. Yeah. If you're a white person, you should care about all people, including white people. So, I mean, and people don't know. Like when people talk about racism, what's funny? Like people think that white people like all white people. That's not really true.
Hey, Russia, Ukraine? Russia, Ukraine? No. I mean, those people look just like each other. And and a lot of times they talk like each other, and they go to the same church like each other. It's like...
You know what? It was funny. One day I was in the barber shop, and I'm from Guyana, right? And we had to move around a lot, and then we came here with a visa, but stayed here illegally, all that kind of stuff. There's stuff I couldn't, like I had a scholarship to go to college that I couldn't take up, all that stuff. I don't want to get crazy with it. Yeah. And then there's this kid who's a young guy who's in there, and he graduated college and everything. He's a black guy. So he's blaming all his problems on me, and he said that I'm like one of the black people that the white people chose off the line. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? You went to college? Yeah, this guy had a business, went to college, all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, when did they choose me? Because, I'm out here hustling. I wish somebody would, I wish someone.
I think if you were the chosen one, you got some, you missed it.
Here's the thing with that, Walt. Black people don't like black people either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. This is how we are as human beings. Human condition. So,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure that Kanye West was just trolling everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like when back in the old days when Trump would post all that stuff on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That was on purpose because it kept him in the
in the
constantly.
In the news.
That was cheap advertising. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the things going on too, right, with Twitter. That supposedly, when I was on the road, I think Patrick was saying, "Oh, Musk bought Twitter." I was like, "What?" Then when we looked it up, it said he made them. He was like, "Okay, I'll make you guys the same deal," but it still hasn't gotten closed because now Twitter doesn't want to do it. So that's still going back and forward. And I think that they found out. There was a whistleblower who was saying that Twitter, there's all these bots and they don't care about security and all that kind of stuff. Twitter itself poses a threat to American security and all of that. And Twitter settled with the guy and gave the guy like almost $8 million, and he had to burn the evidence. He had to burn his notes and other evidence he had in order to get that money. And Twitter made him do that.
They bought his silence, basically.
Yes, they bought his silence. So if anyone wants to talk about that, we can get into that. That's one of the subjects when we say Tulsi, Twitter, and talcum. And then you tell everyone now in the minute that we have left what you do with talcum. Like, what do you think talcum powder is about? Why did I put talcum powder out there?
Well, there's been issues with talcum powder and certain cancers.
No.
And is there a fetish with talcum powder I don't know about?
No, I just put talcum powder up there because it's a T word. It rhymes with Tuesday. Well, it's a T like Tuesday, Tulsi.
Teabag.
Yeah, Tuesday, Tulsi, Twitter, talcum powder. We're all gonna need it. Yeah.
Twat.
You know what's because everyone thinks it's the end of the world. The clip I did see of Tulsi Gabbard on Joe Rogan, she was saying we got to stop this nuclear war.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, So do you think Russia is going for the nukes? 30 seconds.
No, that would be that's the end of Russia as you know it. So yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I hope
as
not.
a Russian would say, "Niet."
Yeah. Lots of people saying it's the end of the world, Walter. Bill Gates is saying it's going to be the end of the world this year.
He's what? He got to get new software now or something?
Yeah, he's great. We're taking a break. We're going to come right back.
All right. I'll be back in a second.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. It's funny. So I was talking about that guy that said I was chosen by the white peoples. Jade Grew says, was his name Uncle Ruckus? That's that black dude from the Boondocks. Did you ever see Uncle Ruckus?
Oh yeah, heck yeah, I saw that.
This guy was just tripping. There were other people in the barbershop that were like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What magical people comes along and chooses anybody? Did someone choose you, Walt? Did someone like build your business for you? Open your business. Say, hey, Walt.
I wish.
I'm gonna hand this over to you. Yeah. So
you want to see it came in the mail today?
Yeah. What came in the mail? Let's see.
This crazy stuff. Okay. Charlie Crist here in Florida is running
for
governor.
Oh no, not Charlie Crist.
Did you see that? Did you get one of these? Look what it says there.
IRS disproportionately targets black Americans, but Charlie Crist voted to hire 87,000 new IRS agents to target you. This is an anti-Charlie Crist.
Oh yeah.
Does Charlie Crist have a snowball's chance in hell of becoming governor in the state of Florida with Ron DeSantis out there kicking asses?
I don't know if a chance, but there are people who will vote for him. I just down the street from my house, or somebody's got a Chris sign out in the front yard. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, this guy is like, he's flipped parties like 2 or 3 times, His own, like I said before, the Democrats' only thing here in Florida is to scream about abortion. That's it.
Yeah, aren't there Democrats? Aren't there Democrats that are endorsing DeSantis over Charlie Crist? I think so.
I don't know. I would imagine, but I mean, this guy, this guy's he's.
I don't even like Charlie Crist's face. I don't even want to show his face on here, man.
At one time, when he was a governor of Florida,
look at that face. That's a face.
Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that
I hate his face. That's a punk bitch face right there.
He looks like he owns a tanning bed company, so.
Yeah. That is the most fake. Listen, there's women who've had 20 years of plastic surgery and they are less fake than Charlie Crist. That is a fake ass dude right there, man, Charlie Crist.
Yeah.
The worst governor of Florida ever. That guy, remember he was governor already.
Yeah, he's been governor before. Yeah.
Yeah, the worst.
As a Republican, by the way, as a Republican.
Yeah, okay. We know not all the Republicans in Florida are good.
Are Republicans?
Yes, not all of them. Yeah.
Well,
so there's politicians in Florida in the I'm a registered Republican. I have been for years now. I think that's going at least 8 years, man. I switched over. For a long time, I was registered as a Democrat. It's just a stupid thing, that a lot of black people do. And I guess I was in that stupidness. But coming to Florida cured me. Unlike, people come here and bring their shit. You always talk about that.
Yeah.
But coming to live in Florida cured me of all that bullshit.
That's like the young foolish Democrat college age kids.
Yeah.
As soon as they get it, they gotta go pay their own bills. And,
different story. Different story.
And find out when they get their paycheck that, how much in taxes?
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah. I know this well, Walter.
Oh yeah.
I know this well.
I just remember it myself. That first year you don't get a tax refund. When you make too much money and you're getting hardly anything back. And it's like, well, what do you mean I'm not getting anything back?
Yeah.
It's like.
But it was kind of like a transition. I left New York. I grew up in New York, and left New York, went to Jersey, and there are some blue dog or whatever. I've always believed in guns and stuff like that. But just as time, when you get out of those places where everyone else has, what they call stinking thinking around you, where someone else is supposed to save you, someone else is supposed to, the more you get away from that, and you start
you're the chosen one.
Yeah, exactly. When you live in a place where you see people that know that nobody's ass is saving them, you start going, no one's gonna save you. You got to figure out how to save yourself. And all these mofos out there trying to take away your, take away your rights. They're not gonna come save you either. Yeah. So. I've then I officially switched over. Florida has this stupid thing, if you're registered as a Republican, you can only vote in the if you're registered as a Democrat, you can only vote Democrat. So for a long time,
in the primaries,
right? So 8 years ago, I switched to Republican, but for a long time, I've really been independent. The problem is,
and you can't vote in anybody then.
No, you can't vote for anyone. You can't vote for anyone. If you register independent, you can't vote for anyone.
Unless there's an independent in the primaries, you don't vote in the primaries. You just watch.
Yeah, it's just nuts. Shout out to Flying Rich. I see Flying Rich out there. He says, "What's up with the QR code?" Check it out, Rich. See what use your phone. Put your phone up to the QR code and see what's up with that, and then share it with the rest of us.
Hey, Rich, I bought a what they call a pigtail gas tube for my 308 build. They make them for 223s too in this pistol link barrels, but maybe that'll help with the dwell time, and that thing will extract better. So maybe fix that. So we'll see. No time. I can't hear you.
Oh, I said I was. I muted it. I said I was texting with Rich today. He says I'm watching on my phone. Rich. So. What can we do for you, Rich, that you're watching on your phone? I mean,
Rich, what is with
seriously.
you and the frickin' hot dog and a laser? Why do you want to? You just want? You trying to make a video? What is the deal with that?
Wait, Rich is lasering a
He was
hot
asking, talking that. How can we laser engrave a hot dog? I'm like,
You know, that's not a bad idea, actually. I like that.
it'd probably be a stinky idea as it burns the thing up. But.
Well, yeah, but you could go on low, right? You can brand a hot dog, I guess. No, you don't.
I
like
guess.
the
I
idea?
mean, I have a laser. I mean, I don't know if I could get my son to try it out. He'd probably.
Yeah.
I'd probably get all kinds of stinky faces. If I did that, but yeah.
Yeah. Shooting Gallery NE. Joe says that 308 come out good.
Yeah, it looks really cool, but when you fire it, the time but where the gas port is to where the chamber is so short.
Yeah,
the cartridge doesn't have time to contract, and it wants to rip it out when it's stuck in there, and it pulls right off the back of the. So I'm gonna get that pigtail gas tube and put that on there and see if that helps with the dwell time, they call it. It's dwell time.
Yeah. And so Rich is saying it's a running joke. You know what's the funny thing? You know what I forgot? I forgot the what you call it? That thing that what's that thing that we were doing the last time we were on? Someone will tell me out there, the thing where we were all chatting and I could show everyone's chat. What the hell was it?
The what do you call it? Frick.
What someone? Yeah, I haven't shown it up here, and now I forgot what Discord.
The Discord.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now where is? I'm trying to think. How do I get?
You got to go to your Discord app. So you need this app. You need this app right here, Discord, and then click on that and go to Discord. And there's our Discord. There you go, Hillbilly. That's the last time. Jen Champ Jr. says no shows this week. We're on right now. I should have gone on here. I totally forgot.
Discord. I don't know if I have it on.
I'll go in there and it shows up. So whoever goes over to the Discord, and I think that there's a link in the description. Is there someplace? Someplace there's a link for the Discord. That's how you get into the Discord. You should have the app on your phone, Walt.
Well, yeah, on the phone, yes, yeah. But
and
last week,
like he responded to me. He said that was last week. Haha. So there you go. So let's see. There should be a link somewhere for everyone to get on the Discord. Lola, if you're listening, I don't know if Lola's listening out there. If you're listening, throw the link up. If anybody else has the link, where the hell is the Discord link, by the way? See what happens when Patrick is not here?
Yeah, I know, because I'm not seeing it on my phone either. So
I think he sent us the Discord link, didn't he? Yeah, Patrick sent us the Discord link.
Yeah,
so it's somewhere in there. I'm looking through to see where he sent the link. Oh, Jen Champ Jr. has the link in there. He put it in the chat. So everyone is in the chat. If you want to be up, if you want to be here with us, you know, and then in there we're in general, but there's a whole bunch of different things. No, are we in general? Yeah, we're in main chat, so that's where you would find it, and so there it goes. Or I could put it up like that, and then everyone could see, you know, whoever's in there. But Jen Champ has the link up there, so there you go. Asper Warrior says could not find it by searching, so it's there. And I don't know, I'm not sure if Lola, let me see, there should be a way to share this from here, but
I'm downloading it for Windows.
Oh, you don't have the app?
No.
It would be on your phone. That's where you went on it last time.
No. Last time I was looking at it on the laptop here.
Okay, and then let me share, let me show what Lola posted here for anyone who... Let's see if I can get that. So Lola, just in the chat, said it's discord-gg/ and then she's got it, see, all right there, and that's the link. You can click on that if you're in the chat right now. So, and that way you can get up on the Discord and you can be part of the Discord conversation with the rest of us. And you could put your memes and all that kind of stuff in there, and it'll get up.
There we are. There we are.
and it'll get up there on screen, you know. So let's see, like if we put Walt up there, and why isn't it? It should be bigger than this. See if I can make it bigger. Actually, there should be a way for me to. I'll have to work on this. I can make all that bigger when we do this. But yeah, you guys can see. You can have, you know, when people put their stuff in there. So we should probably make some rules for that, Walt. What do you think?
For the Discord?
Yeah, we should probably make some rules. What do you think? Just I don't want to have a lot of rules. You know, I'm kind of like I'm a pirate. You know, pirate life.
Yeah, well,
so
I'll tell you a thing about rules here. The Military Vehicle Club in Florida has been kind of taken over by folks that like to have rules, lots of rules.
Right.
and as you know from our group, I mean, we're civil folks, but we don't get out the rule book and check it to make sure that we're, you know. So the group here in this area is pretty much told almost like tell the Florida group they can F them the rules, and you know.
Oh really? Are you guys going to separate out to your own group?
Well, we kind of always have been a little, you know. There's clique. Well, I say clique. I don't use the word clique. Every area has groups of people that do things in that area. And, you know, Florida's a big state, so you know I don't go down to Miami to do events in Miami because it's a long ways away. But
yeah,
like I said,
so see, Walt is in there.
Yep, the latest the people that are in charge put out this conduct rules and all this stuff, and I'm like, what the heck? You know, I don't need these people telling me how I'm supposed to act. Bad.
Right. You know, I think we should keep it simple, man. I don't know if we need. I don't think we need. Listen, be respectful to everyone. That's what. Be civil. Be civil. Be respectful to everyone else out there. You know, no dick pics or whatever on the body
none
parts
of that.
you got.
No, we don't need any of that stuff. But you know.
Yeah. Don't put any of that up in there, and you'll be good. Other than that, you can you know.
Yeah, don't be mean. That kind of thing.
Don't put up dick pics. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that's good rules. Yeah, good rules. Yeah. So
anyways,
yeah. No rules, just right. That's what I was going to say. No rules, just right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's really all we need to do out there, and it should be cool. It's a cool thing. And if people want to be like while we're doing the show and all that, and you want to like be able to post your things up there, and you know, throw up memes or put pictures that you want to go up on the show, you know, there you go.
Yeah, like when it's Gorn time or something. If you want to post your Gorn pics or something.
Right. So of course, Flying Rich says you need some dick pics. I know what that's going to be.
I think I'd rather see a laser engraved
schlong
hot dog.
Yeah,
hot dog.
He's probably talking about his name. His name is Richard. His name is Rich. So you know, he's basically going to send you a picture of himself.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I don't know which one is worse. I don't know. He says incoming. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh boy. Rich is getting ready to make trouble on there. Yeah, let's see. He's not gonna, we're talking about Rich here, so he's,
Yeah.
Rich is not that terrible. No, he's not that terrible. So.
Yeah.
Dick
Nixon, Flying Rich. Yeah. Dick, Tricky Dick, as they called him. Tricky Dick.
Yeah.
Tricky Dick was an angel compared to the ones that are doing stuff now.
Yeah. Can you just imagine back in the days, like all the stuff that Richard Nixon stepped down for, right?
Yeah.
Dudes are doing 10 times worse than that. Nobody's stepping down. Nobody's stepping down. There you go. Someone.
There we go. What we got here?
Night Train says, "My greatest fear is that one day I will die and my wife will sell my guns for what I told her I paid for them."
Well,
oh boy.
That's why you gotta have a better wife.
Well, yeah, don't lie. Don't lie to your wife. You're gonna be
Yeah.
mad. You're gonna be a mad ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So I guess that meme means that a lot of dudes tell their wives, "Oh, I didn't pay that much money for this gun."
I got a really good deal on that, honey.
Yeah. Do you do that?
No.
No, I don't do it either.
I wonder to know how much they are.
Yeah.
This is.
My wife is the boss of all monies.
Yeah, I'm married to the Minister of Finance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Lola gonna find out anyway.
I don't even know how much money we have. I really don't. I don't have any idea how much.
You know what's funny? That's a way that you and I are alike. I don't know. I don't know what's there.
I don't know how much money.
All I know is I get chastised. Then I know. Oh,
all I know is my debit card works.
Right.
My charge card works. So
yeah. When I get chastised about something, I go, "Oh, okay." But I usually don't buy something. Like I'll tell Lola, "Hey, I'm gonna get this thing," and Lola's cool. I mean, we fed the kids. We don't buy guns and leave the kids starving or anything like that.
I've been one time. I was the one. I had basically two guns.
Mm-hmm.
One was mine and one was Peggy, and I didn't. And I was a gun dealer with no guns. So
wow.
Because I had to sell them all to pay the bills and stuff.
Wow. So. Yeah. How was that like early when you guys got married and started the business, or how did that happen?
That was a few years into things, just when between jobs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's before we were doing this like we do now, and stent parts and all that stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
When I started stent parts, I was making $600, $700, $1,000 a day sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I mean, and I'm like, Peggy, you're not going to go work at that secretarial job at that school. You're going to come home and run stent parts.
There you go.
And it's like, yeah. So
best decision you ever made.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let's see. Flying Rich says, "Wait, you don't get your guns for free like me?" Oh, I didn't know Flying Rich got all his guns for free. He's doing amazing things. I don't know.
I have gotten a couple
find
guns
out what
from
he's
you.
doing. Mm-hmm.
I mean, a couple guns from you,
mm-hmm.
but all my other guns, nothing's been free, pretty much.
Yeah. Nothing ever is free. So he might be talking about, like, in the gun world, you make videos, people send you guns.
Yeah.
That's not free if they expect you to do some kind of marketing, promotion, or video for it, or several of those kinds of things. So I would say none of that's for free. So
you got to do a little something for it.
Right. And
I mean, let me see. Well, that wasn't. I mean, Peggy's dad gave me a pistol one time. I turned around and sold it and bought her some Christmas presents with it. But
even when I give you stuff, Walt, there's always strings attached.
Well, I'm gonna pay you
worse.
too. So
yeah. I know, but I'm saying it's worse. Like if I'm giving you a gun, I got plan. I have ulterior motives.
Yeah, well, I gave you that Walther.
Yeah.
That Walther 22 bullpup thing.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We're coming right back. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. Yeah, so, for example, you always come out here, bring all kinds of guns that we do videos on, and bring the ammo.
Yeah,
you burn through your ammo.
Yeah, and you post a short with one of my guns, and it gets like Patrick did, and gets like 60,000 views.
Right.
So it's like
you never know who's gonna. You never know whose thing's gonna take off when we.
Yeah. I mean, I post the same one with me shooting it, and Patrick just posted with the gun going off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people want to see the gun going off versus seeing the people going off. Shooting the gun. So
right. Yeah.
But you never know with the shorts and stuff. That chainsaw video that I put up, it's at 67,000 views, and I'm still getting views on it. So
you know what's funny, Walt? The only one of us that ever went viral is Patrick. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, with that, yeah. But he opened his He got greedy, and that.
But still, he got the credit. He went viral.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the credit. He's the only one of us that went viral. So like I've done some big numbers and all that kind of stuff, and even you've done some things like
Better stuff. Yeah.
yeah, or there's videos that we did together that are on Safety Harbor YouTube/Safety Harbor Firearms that do pretty good. But the only out of the trio, the inner circle here, the only one who went viral is Babyface. But yeah, he didn't. He was counting the YouTube millions.
He's like,
yeah.
And then
Patrick was counting those YouTube millions that he was missing out on. And couldn't stand it anymore. Even though his numbers were going up and everything, man.
Yeah,
he was doing
okay,
good.
Yeah.
He was doing good. The minute he complained to them,
gone.
Yeah, that role he was on. But I think Patrick will get that back. He will get it back.
I mean, I wouldn't monetize Safety Harbor Firearms because as soon as I monetize it, I wouldn't get any views. So, I mean, but it's happened to everybody, not just gun people. There's a guy that I watch on the internet that does a lot of the one of the guys. He does the history stuff. He's got 3 different history channels where he goes to Europe and goes to all the different places.
Okay.
And he got hit really hard. They've turned the valve down on him, where he's like, man, I'm not gonna be able to do this if I can't get some more money coming in. So.
I think even the short thing is backfired too. Like the short thing was doing good and doing something, but now everyone is up on
doing
it.
Shorts.
So it's not really doing anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what it is. Like I said, I couldn't understand the chainsaw thing. I didn't understand what happened there. I mean, it's not like
people like a chainsaw, Walt. You know what? It's Halloween. You need to do a Halloween chainsaw thing.
I'm gonna cut the pumpkin up in front. That's how I'll carve the pumpkin with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am taking all credits. By the way, there you go. Look at that. Asper Warrior's up on there. What is that? A hippo? What is that thing with the leaf? I don't even know. He would know. So there you go. He's there. I see Lola's in there, obviously. I think Lola put this art. Did you see this article? Let's. So basically, this article is about how, I guess in San Jose, okay.
Oh, I didn't look at that.
So what this is, San Jose, there was a fire truck. Let me see if I could go in. This fire truck was parked in front of a strip club for a while, and someone was shooting video. So out of that fire truck comes this chick.
Pops a stripper.
Yeah, comes out a stripper. Looks like nice legs. I don't, those heels. I guess.
Oh my, those are scary.
Yeah. So there's like a whole investigation going on that one. Now we gotta wait and see what comes out of that.
Bring in the ultraviolet light to see if there's any spills of bodily fluids inside that thing.
Yeah. See that Asper Warrior got his meme in there. Look at that.
Yes. I love that. That's awesome.
That baby looks scary.
I love those little baby ones. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's a scary baby.
Yeah.
Dad hates you. Says fire safety inspection.
No. Here we go. No.
Oh, you
not in that fire. Not in that fire truck.
Oh.
No.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she learned that finger wag.
That's, you know that when you've been told that. No.
Yeah, but no, she's doing that finger wag thing, like.
Oh yeah.
Like that. Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, now everybody's. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everybody's
going to keep it on there now. Everybody, this one. This one's crazy. Let's see what else we got.
That'll be me when the 308 pistol cycles fine. I'll be like, yes.
Yeah, what people just have these memes on deck. Dudes just have these memes on deck. So
one of my favorites one is that little. I think it's a little African kid, little black African kid that's doing doing the look at you like, what you talking about, Willis?
Oh
He's
yeah, the
giving
one
you
who's
that.
like, yeah, you are you trying to tell me blah blah blah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen
That's
it.
one of my
Yeah,
favorites. Yeah.
that's old. That one's old.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of memes out there. So I guess hey, that's the way you guys can get your opinions up on here. But this is always the Discord is always going. I guess I just
Yeah,
have
you
to
can get on
remember
anytime
that.
and do the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, so get on there anytime. Do the Discord if you guys have news. If there's things going on you want
You
us
get
to
this
know.
awesome idea in your head. You get like, I gotta get on. I gotta tell somebody.
Yeah,
about
you want to
this.
send us a link or something like that. Oh, let's see. Flying Rich is up in there. And it says, wave to say, welcome Flying Rich. We hope you brought pizza. I guess you can say hi. There you go.
Oh, look at
Flying
that.
Rich.
Little,
There you go.
whatever.
Yeah. This is not going to waste any kind of time at all.
No.
This is totally not going to burn through people's time. So listen, so anyone out there, so I know people listening to the audio and all that are going to want to figure out that link, and Lola will figure it out, and it will get into our descriptions and stuff like that, and it'll get out there, and that way you can always keep up.
Yeah.
You could talk to each other, you could talk to us, sometimes we'll put things
Yeah.
on there. Walt, if in our internal chats we have cool stuff, you could feel free to throw it in there, or Patrick or
I
myself.
gotta remember to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Jade Grew says, no dick pics. What about chick pics? As long as it's not chicks with dicks or nudity of the chicks, it's fine.
Well,
and for that
completely.
matter, the ladies could show hot dudes if you want to, as long as there's no nudity. As long as it's not like nudity, but if it's hot
Porn.
sexiness, yeah.
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 If it's all
Chicks
good.
and,
If it's,
chicks,
yeah.
chicks and guns. Chicks and guns. Yeah.
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 The ladies with the guns, you could show that. You could show the dudes with the guns if that's what you're into. I won't hold it against you. I know some people out there find Brandon Herrera very sexy. You guys like how he throws back his hair. I get it. So let me talk about speaking of gun guys, right? Something I noticed when I go to that Overland Expo in Virginia, there's a lot of gun guys
Right.
there. A lot
Well,
of gun guys.
I mean, how do you? Let me put this question out there. Who would go out in the middle of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
without some form of
Protection.
protection?
Exactly.
And you're gonna go out in the middle where there's like animals that can eat you.
Right.
And you never know, you might run into another person that wants to eat you.
Right.
So you
It
definitely
happens.
want something. Oh
Right.
yeah.
It happens. Listen, we're not acting like this does not happen.
No.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
happens.
It happens. There
on a
was a
regular-
story. Wasn't there a story of some like a young college couple were driving through the woods? Where was that? I don't remember where it was, but it was a young man and a young woman. They were driving through the woods somewhere, and they saw these people that looked like they'd broken down, and they stopped
Yeah.
to help them, and then
And
the
they
people
jumped
try to
them.
rob them. Yeah, they jumped. It was women. It was women. It wasn't even men. It was two women, and they tried to jump them, and they got into this big shootout, and the guy got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So
Yeah.
lots of gun guys out there. By the way, here's what our van looked like. This is where we were parked. So there you go. That's Morgan. Check it out, Walt. We had the scooters. These were well used. Yeah, those were well used. I'm trying to flip through some of these pictures here. Check out who I saw.
Who is that?
That's John Patton, the Gun Collective.
Oh, I
Yeah.
lot of beard. A lot of beard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His beard. Well, okay. Yeah. Patton's beard has gotten bodacious.
I wouldn't recognize him. Probably no. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as Lola and I went into the show, there was this dude, and I was like, that guy looks like Patton right there. And then I heard him talk. I was like, that is Patton. So yeah.
Does he live up there?
No, I think he lives in Pennsylvania, but apparently he is into van life now.
Ah.
So he came up to
Okay.
the show with he was up there with one of the companies that's up there.
Ah.
So check this out. This is a build someone did on their own. It's a cool
That's
build.
pretty basic. That's pretty
It's
basic.
pretty basic in here. This is a good idea they use back here of the the Milwaukee boxes. See
Yeah.
those Milwaukee boxes you could stack? If you look at it, let me see. I gotta pause it. Let's see if I can pause it. There is a way that they actually. Oh, damn it. Where is that video? Can't. I don't. Where the heck is the video? I gotta find this video and pause it. But yeah. Oh, actually, I have pictures. What am I doing? So check this out. They I don't know what that is. I don't know why.
That's the floor.
Yeah, I don't know why my phone is showing that. It's like my phone disconnected from all sense of reality. Oh, I gotta unplug my phone and plug my phone back in now. So, yeah. So you know the Milwaukee boxes you could stack.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can stack these. It still doesn't want to show it. What happened? Oh, I guess I can't show these things anymore. I don't know what happened now. It won't show pictures for some crazy reason. I don't know what happened with my, I don't know what happened with my thing there. But anyway, Milwaukee has these boxes you can stack, and they have these grooves on them. So those guys routed in the grooves so you could put the boxes in there and they don't move around. And then they had an electrical system with a battery and everything built into it that you could put up there. So I don't know, at some point here maybe I'll be able to put it on my phone. My phone was showing it, but now my phone doesn't want to show anything. My phone's being messed up. So I don't know if we'll get I still can't get it. So yeah,
Asper
we'll
Warrior
that
says
later.
that the link that Lola posted will give STDs to Smurfs. Beware.
Yeah, Lola says several big gun channels were doing van life now, and I think what I was saying there is, you know what? There were lots of folks walking around with gun T-shirts on. The people who recognized me were all telling me how they recognized me from the gun world. They didn't realize that I was doing other stuff. So. There you go.
Wait till I get there. You won't see. Right. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Wait till you. Yeah. What's going on with your van? How's that coming along?
Well, speaking of that, I ordered. Well, I have 2 welders coming. Mm-hmm. I had to replace my main welder because of a gas valve in the Lincoln was acting up. So I just went ahead and bought a new welder, and I'll fix that later. Mm-hmm. And then I bought a smaller TIG welder that I'm going to use to do the replacement. Fixing the sheet metal on the van, because I tried it with the MIG welder and it just wasn't coming out very nice. So that's coming in. That's supposed to be here. The new welder is supposed to be here either tomorrow or Thursday, the small one, and the bigger one was supposed to be delivered today, but some reason or another FedEx says it was delayed for some goofy reason. So
wow, so you're getting a whole new welder.
Yeah, and I'm going to use that welder, the smaller one. I'm going to use it on the van and then working on mini bikes. I got a new mini bike project coming. It's supposed to be delivered, I think, on Thursday.
Okay.
So we're going to use that out in the space where that stuff is. And then mobile projects, like if you come over, you need something welded, then it's right there.
Oh, cool. Okay. I will bring stuff over to get it welded.
Yeah. So that's that. What's going on with welders in the shop? So, my old welder, the Lincoln still works and it still TIG welds, but when you turn it on and you turn the gas bottle on, the gas runs continuously. So there's something in the circuit boards telling the gas to come on when you're not really welding. So
right, and I guess there's no way to fix that, right? You can't adjust that.
Well, probably not officially. I'd have to rig something up with a switch to turn the gas off and on by myself. The circuit board, I don't think they make. If that's something in that circuit board, unless you know what the hell you're doing, and I don't even know if they make replacement parts anymore for that welder. They didn't make the gas valve. First, I thought the gas valve was wrong, was bad, but it's not the valve. So, yeah. I've had it for 20 years, so that's why it's time for another one. So yeah.
I saw some good stuff at the show, man. I'm kind of disappointed my phone is freaking out on me right now because I'll be sharing more stuff that I saw at the show with you, but and then that's why I can't throw the Discord up there either right now. But I'm trying to restart it and see. You know what, the phone is like, or this thing is asking me to install some kind of software. Maybe it's because I've been refusing to install that, but it's so silly. It works. You don't install the software, but it works, and then they decide, no, we're only going to let you not install this software so many times, and then we're taking you out. But there were a lot of good ideas there, I think, for your build that we're going to throw up there. Okay, so we're in Gorn. What you got there? What are you showing off?
I got my what would Walt do build, but I just stuck this Strike-Fire sight on it that was sitting here, and only problem with that is you can't use the iron sights with the Strike-Fire, so it's either one or the other. But technically, if the Strike-Fire were to crap out and you needed to use the iron sights, you could just unscrew it and set it aside. So, but no, it's at the right height and everything. So, yeah, maybe we'll keep it on what would Walt do, and see how it works.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What other badassery do you have up there to show off? I mean, I could show off these things that have no... really and truly, you guys will see these when we get done with them. We've been working on them for, I don't know, probably a couple of years.
It's been more like 3, working on 4 probably, yeah.
So at some point, it's going to get done.
Those are two Segas that I had, and Hank's like, hey, I'll trade you this for that. And we'll cut them off and make them into short barrel shotguns and yada yada yada. And I was like, okay, well, Walt, buy the parts. And I'm like, okay,
yeah.
So I eventually did buy the parts.
Right.
Patrick put the parts on. Excuse me. So now we got to get stocks and start.
Yeah, and we got to do the painting. Are we making
painting.
anything? Are we making anything special, or is that asking too much?
What do you mean, special paint?
No. Are we making some special attachments, or
I don't know. What's here? This is the thing. As a manufacturer, I go through this all the time, and he is notorious for this. Let's make that thing special, and it's like, what the fuck you mean special? I mean,
right.
I mean, what does special mean? You mean me to bedazzle it? Do I need to bring in the American Gun Chick so she can bedazzle it for you or something? Or
right.
What is so? One person's special, so another person's like, oh my god, what'd you do to that poor gun? And my special is like, it works well. So, Now my green gun that I made for our friend up in Indiana, that looked pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah. No, I was just wondering, should we...
Yeah, we can paint special colors if you want.
Yeah, should we make it integrally suppressed? Should we put some...
oh, dear God.
Make some triangle stocks?
You have a suppressor.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta...
well, you'll thread them. You'll rethread it after we chop it down, right? So it should be easy.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's not...
You don't have... I thought you had a 12-gauge suppressor also.
Yeah.
Oh, you never got a 12-gauge suppressor?
No.
Oh, okay.
We got 30 seconds to the next break here, so.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so, okay. I've got the Salvo 12. I thought there was a different one that you had. Or is that a 50?
No,
you have a 50 cal.
I have the Behemoth from Liberty.
Yes, okay. Right. Who else makes a 12-gauge suppressor? We need to find out who else makes one.
After the break, I'll tell you who does, and you'll go, oh my God.
Oh, someone I don't want to
know. Joe Mo?
Oh, okay, no.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Right, I'm still fighting with my phone to try to. I'm so mad I can't show off stuff. I'm so mad that my phone just decides in the middle of everything.
It's not showing off anything. Let's see.
Okay, so
there we go. Yeah, I fixed it.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Yay!
All right. Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
So the Tulsi Gibber's girl or whatever,
Tulsi?
she's from
Tulsi.
Hawaii, right? Is that what she's from?
Yeah, she's from Hawaii. I think she served in the Army. Someone out there will tell me if I'm wrong. She was in military service.
She's relatively not bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But she's decided to leave the. And she's in the Congress. Is she the senator? What is
she? Was. Let me see. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up Tulsi for you guys.
Okay. So she's no longer with the.
She was in Congress, and then she, I think she served her term or whatever. But here's all the news from Tulsi. Tulsi Gabbard says she's leaving the Democratic Party.
Okay. Yeah. She's not
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's a bunch of news on her, but the big thing is she's leaving the Democratic Party. I can look. Yeah, the world doesn't know what to do. Let's see. I like to Wikipedia everyone out there. I'm not saying Wikipedia is awesome, but you know, you can always look up Wikipedia and it will tell you most of the details that you need to know about people. If you pull them up here, shows Wikipedia. There we go. United States Army Reserve. There you go. She was born back in '81. Gabbard was the first Hindu member of Congress. Oh, so she's Indian. So there you go.
Oh,
and also the first Samoan American voting. What?
No. What about Samoan American now? I mean.
Yeah, I guess she's from. You know, she's from Hawaii, so she's probably mixed. You know, with those things. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then she ran for White House, and that went nowhere.
No, of course not.
So there you go.
She doesn't have any money, so.
Yeah, her rank is lieutenant colonel. So there you go. And,
oh wow, she's an officer, huh?
Yeah. So. You know, so I think she's probably. What would you say? Do you think she's going to become Republican or go independent? What do you think? If I had to, I would say she's going independent. You know, the Republicans are not. They're not that awesome either. Let's be honest about it. Let's be honest about it. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah.
They're hard to figure.
Yeah. So there you go. Someone posting on the
Tricky Dick.
Someone's saying their posting is Hank Strange, but that's Lola. Posting. That's Chris Pratt there. There you go. There's a dick pic right there. That's from Jan Champ Jr. I don't know. What is this? Who is this guy?
What, the one above him?
No, this guy. Is that some kind of prospector? Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Somebody's gonna have to clue me in on that one. He looks familiar from some movie. Flying Rich says, posting my pic soon, but I need to shrink them first. Okay. We don't have a microscope over here, so don't shrink it.
Put your shouty up there. Put your shouty up there, Rich.
Right. Night Train says Tulsi is not pro 2A. She does not believe in us civilians should be allowed to own semi-auto rifles, amongst other things. So there you go.
Yeah.
So, and Jade Grew says that was some Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Primitive Hunter out there. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know. She might be switching over. Maybe the Republicans are courting her. You know, maybe that's why she's switching over. And I think the gun thing's a big deal to me. I don't care how cute you are; it doesn't really matter. I'd rather have all ugly people up in there, but I got all my
I'm just saying. I remember seeing the woman, and you know, it's like, oh, you're not too bad looking. I mean, in politics, that's important, you know, especially if you're running for office.
Yeah. I guess that's for males and females, you know. If they want everyone to look good, everyone to look good.
Yeah. If you get a decent looking dude running for office, he's got half of it already. So. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
So here's Flying Rich's pics that he's sending.
Big and little.
What is with this long? What is this? Oh, for a second, you see this little gun? For a second, I thought that was a barrel going all the way
The
up.
crack in the door.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be like the joke. That'd be like the Joker's gun from Batman. Remember when he pulls out that long?
Yeah, so stupid. But yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. So that's his little. That's his competition thing that you helped him cheat.
No, that's not cheating.
Is that available for the rest of us to buy?
At the right price, yes.
Oh, I don't know what that means. What is this?
Look. Let's be real. Any competition, whatever kind it is, you do whatever you got to do to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what anybody else was gonna do, and so I figured, I'll do what I would do. Boom.
Listen, I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. I just want it available. Like, I don't think it's cool that, like, I try to get my box built for my van. I don't get my box built, then I got to go to the Overland Expo, looking like a loser with no gear on the back of my van, And then Rich just goes over there and gets a custom thing. What's up with that? For some reason, you touch your camera with that gun.
Did I do something?
Yeah, your camera's paused right now.
Oh, wait a second.
So while you're looking that up, I'm gonna go here. So Rich,
it's back on now.
Yeah, no, not for us. Rich sent this link to Wikipedia, the Linux Link Tech Show, and if you go through it, somewhere down here, Rich I think is one of the. It says roster 2014 roster of regular local hosts include blah 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 blah. Flying Rich Hughes. There you go. So he's on the Wikipedia. There you go. I think Walter will be coming back in here in a second. Here he goes. He's just dialing back in. Let's see if we got him. Boom. There you go, Walt.
Must have bumped into something.
Yeah, you've got like a broken line on that camera. We gotta.
I think I was playing with something and I bumped into it. That's all.
Yeah. Dan Hates, you said I have the worst news van ever. Yeah. So do you really think this is fair? You made this special thing. It's not like, okay, you already had one of those little stubby things. You made this extra stubby for Flying Rich.
All's fair in love and guns.
And nobody else could get their hands.
But I got beat. He didn't win.
Oh, who won? Who won that thing?
Tell everybody, Rich, who
was it John that won, or was it
John
Dark
John
won?
No, not Dark, the other guy.
Oh damn it! He was on the show. I know who you're talking about.
Not shooting Gallup. Anyways,
someone will tell us who won.
Rich came in second.
At the show, I found this. I wanted to share it with you. This looks like, to me, like an electric Pinsgauer. I have a video up on this already.
Don't defile the Pinsgauer by saying that. Come on, don't. That looks like a Toyota. It looks
Pinsgauer-ish.
Yet.
Do I have to throw up a picture of a Pinsgauer up there?
Oh, you probably had a couple of them there at that event. I would.
No, I actually didn't see any Pinsgauers.
Swamp Dog won.
Swamp Dog, yeah.
And he slid right under Rich. I mean, not by much either.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow. How did that even happen? Okay,
yeah,
so here's Pinsgauer.
Man.
Okay, maybe not.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe not exactly. It's kind of like this one.
Yeah,
kinda like that.
I mean,
kinda.
Yeah.
It's in the same vein. Come on now.
It's not. Yeah, I guess it's electric though. Damn it.
Oh, I see. That's a violation to you.
Yes, it is in the competition that I. Yes.
in this, now you know about violations all of a sudden.
I've been violated.
No, listen. I'm just trying to help the folks out there get the shorter thing. I know people have been asking you for that, right?
I've been they want one. So what I might do is I might make that abbreviated buffer and tube and I'll make the parts available, and then you guys can conjure up your own version.
Flying Rich says Swampy was 15.25 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow.
They were correct me if I'm wrong. They were all supposed to go to Iraq veteran and shoot him and see if the bullet tumbles. That was another qualification.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
Wasn't
see
supposed
any
to tumble.
Yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, Rich, how did
Crump didn't?
Mhm.
Crump didn't go. Rich didn't go.
Right.
So yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How did the show go? Rich always wins some guns when he goes to that thing. I think both Riches, both Dicks went up there. Both of them.
Both Dicks.
So I didn't.
Right up there.
Right up. Yeah, that's what she said.
Right up there.
So here, let me show you guys. Here's the here's some footage I have of the Hummer EV for anyone who cares. I know people are like, oh, I hate electric vehicles. The Hummer EV sitting in it was nice too.
I saw that it shot, and if you didn't know it was electric, you wouldn't know it's electric.
Oh, there's me violating, Walt.
Uh oh.
Sitting in it.
You didn't have your body condom on to prevent you from violating it. Yeah.
It was at 36% charge. Apparently.
Papa Wheelie, dude. Papa Wheelie.
Oh, Flying Rich says he didn't go either. I liked it. You know what I thought was interesting? A long time ago, Lola and I, we were actually. Let me see if I think the lady's coming up to tell me don't go in there. And here she goes. Here she goes right here.
Get out,
sir. Yeah, she was nice about it.
Can't be in there.
Yeah, she was cool. Rich said he didn't go either.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you.
But remember, Rich. You know, all of us here in Florida had some, stuff going on. So.
Yeah. That was right after the hurricane hit. So.
Yeah.
Where's my pictures of that?
But here, if you guys want to see a walk around of that, that's actually called the Adventure 1, and I have a video up. It's from Potential Motors. So that's what this is. It's the Adventure 1. It's got gull wing doors or wing doors on the side of it. It's electric. I think on loose gravel and sand and that kind of stuff, they said it has like a 100-mile range. But if it's on solid, it's got about a 200-mile range. It's a tow behind. It's actually not can't go on highways. It can only go.
Oh.
It's a UTV. So it's got a bed and everything in the back. Those are steps. See those cutouts? Those are steps to climb up to the top. So you can get up on top of it and see what's going on in there. And you could you could flat tow this behind you, Walt. And it charges while you're flat towing.
Oh, okay.
So while you're flat towing, you could charge it up. Then when you get where you're going, you disconnect this. And then this is a four-wheel drive kind of vehicle that you can take and go climb up higher into the mountains. It's got off-road suspension and all that kind of stuff. But you cannot ride it on the highways. You could drive it like how in your town you could, it's like 25 miles an hour. You could drive around places like that.
You could do that. Yeah.
Are you ready for the price?
What, $100,000?
136.
For a frickin' tow behind side by side?
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. The name of it's Potential?
Yes.
Potential failure. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a golf cart.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for a golf cart.
Yeah. So here's some more people posting in there. Rich's pictures didn't come through. Is that just me? Does everyone else see it? Night Train says complaint department, take a number, and that's got a grenade.
How can I do this here? I know how I can do this here.
So
I'm going to post a picture of Rich's shoddy and my shoddy that I just made.
Mm-hmm. And then Asper Warrior just shared this. He says, "Here's a really cool electric UTV I've got my eye on." So there you go. It's a trike. I would prefer a reverse trike. Yeah, Coyote. It's cool. I would prefer the two wheels up front and one in the back. But it is cool. It's, I'm a reverse trike kind of dude.
Is it short enough for you? Turn that off.
That's what she said.
Turn that off.
You asking someone if it's short enough. That's every day.
Yeah, that was. But that video's gotten some. That little thing I posted without even firing, man, it's got some pretty decent views, I think. So. I got to get some video of that thing blazing away.
Yeah.
I got to get my 308 one going. That'll get some definite.
So do you want to
shot it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to tell you, here's a cool vehicle I saw that I thought lots of people would appreciate. I did a video on this. I don't know when it's going to come out. This is a van for the folks out there who like the vans. Look at that, Walt. We are looking here at a Mitsubishi Delica. There's two people who have lived in this for years. Mitsubishi Delica, 4x4, off-road joint. See?
That little bitch is busy.
Yeah, these solar panels fold back up, but they work as a
fold
heat
up
shield.
in,
Yeah. They've got lots of stuff. They pack everything in this.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, Lola and I did a video on this. It's a couple, and they live out of the van. They've got some really cool ideas. And then I'm going to get off this van thing and talk about guns in a second. I've got one more van thing I want to show everyone out there. So let's see if I can find it here. So here you go.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
I shared these with Walt. This van is very close to the van that you have, Walt. Look at the rims. I like the rims. Nice. Nice paint job on it there.
Yeah.
This guy was actually at the show, but I ran into him in South Carolina. He's a Floridian, and
it's clean though. You notice something?
Yeah, it's clean.
It's very clean on the outside. It's not full of.
Doesn't have too much stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you remember when you attach all that stuff, you lose miles per gallon. You lose, things. When you're going down the road, it makes noise, whistling through the air, and everything.
Right, yeah.
You gotta, but it all depends what you're doing. If you don't care, hey, more power to you.
Right, if you're going slow.
Yeah. Well, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of van folks don't go out and go at warp speed.
No,
because warp speed uses more fuel too. So
yeah. I mean, I usually just put it right into, I do the speed limit, put in cruise control, maybe do a little bit over that, and cruise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get the best. First, you get the best fuel economy if you use cruise control. I learned that even when pulling a trailer with a Suburban. If you can get it on cruise, it'll get much better gas mileage. But yeah, just set it something a little bit over the speed limit and just take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. You don't really need to be barreling out there, especially when you have long distance. Like, I think my trip was over like 600 miles or something like that, so don't need to go crazy. Asper Warrior says that thing I was looking at there is 4-wheel, so there you go. So, shows you what I know. It looks like a 3-wheel, but it's not. And then Twitter. What do you think about the? Do you care about this whole Twitter thing? Do you guys care about what's going on with Twitter?
Nah,
we got like
it's
a bunch of
that. That's just like reindeer games garbage. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, Kanye West. I guess he got kicked off Twitter. His Instagram is locked because he said some bad stuff about people. Kanye, he got mad.
Was he being mean?
He said he was gonna. I believe what Kanye said was that he was gonna go DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people, which that will get you kicked off of everything.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He got mad. He got mad.
Anyways, we won't go into that subject.
And then there's people out there, mad that Musk might buy Twitter now. People, it's like that stuff's going back and forth. I don't know.
What? Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Yeah, sorry, you got cut off there, Walt. What are you saying?
no, yeah. I mean, it's just it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't. Who cares?
Right.
In the big scheme of things, I think I'm more involved. When I stop and get gasoline, and when you got to go buy groceries, and all these social media places or outlets or whatever are pretty much temporary in the big scheme of things, because things are always evolving.
Yeah,
So-
it would be nice to have a place that we could go to for social media, and we don't have to, be kicked off just because of what we believe, or or you're posting gun pictures on there, and guns are completely legal in America. They're covered by the Constitution, but you can't post a picture of it. Although someone could post a picture of all the shoes they want, all the cars they want, and a lot of horrible stuff people post. Like, there's just really bad stuff people are putting out there, but law-abiding people, talking about something that's in the Constitution is bad. So that's a horrible thing. I think in the end, I probably Musk is going to buy Twitter, and it's going to make some difference, and there's a lot of people out there, not just gun folks, who are going to want to get on a place where they don't have to spend their whole life worrying about that, and they could just do what they want to do. But if not, if he doesn't buy it, I hope it just burns down to the ground and goes away, and hopefully he starts something, or helps start something that is like that,
Yeah.
A lot of people have hope, Walt. That's what the thing is. There's
Hope,
a lot of,
not dope.
yeah, there's
hope,
a lot.
not-
Who said that?
You know who said that? Who said that?
Hope not.
That's
dope. Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson, or the Reverend Al Sharpton?
Oh, Al Sharpton, yeah.
Hope, not dope.
Yeah. I think that there's folks out there that are hoping to get a platform that is a little bit more free than a lot of the platforms are.
A stable platform?
Yeah. We're victims of these platforms and what they're up to. Right? I mean, so, they suppress our content. They do all kinds of crazy things. You know that.
Holding me down. That's what it is. They're holding me down.
Yeah. So, speaking of all of that, did you see the thing with PayPal? PayPal says policy to fine customers for misinformation was an error. Basically, PayPal had put out a statement saying that if you are part of PayPal, if you have PayPal and you put out misinformation, so let's say with this mask thing, you said, oh, people don't need to wear a mask, and they deem that misinformation when it's free speech, they could go, oh, we're going to fine you $2,500 and take it out of your account.
Who were they to steal? Well, you know who they are to steal your money, because they stole some of yours. But who are they to say what you can say and what you can't say? And to be quite honest with you, I'm sure they've stolen a lot of money from other people, like they stole money from you. I think to me, I say class action lawsuit.
It's got to come at some point. And the government, they're a bank. Listen, PayPal is a bank. And PayPal banning me for being a gun guy. I didn't buy a gun using PayPal, but what would be wrong with that, even if I did? I didn't buy a gun using PayPal. The thing they were mad about was that someone was sponsoring the show here and they paid us with PayPal. And so for that, they banned us. They banned me. They banned Lola for life.
But it's not that they banned you, it's that they took your money.
And never gave it back to us. Even though we tried to get the money, they won't communicate with us.
So they stole your money.
Yes, they stole the money.
Your money.
This is a bank. This is where the government comes in. Where the hell is the government?
Well,
a bank getting involved with your freedom of speech, saying that if you say something we don't like, if you were talking about
money.
Yeah, if you were talking about Hunter Biden, and people were somehow supporting you, back a couple years ago, you're talking about Hunter Biden. People are supporting you through PayPal. PayPal goes, guess what? We're going to fine you $2,500. Boom. Take it. That's robbery.
Take your money.
Yeah.
That's
what the hell
theft.
is that? That's theft.
Who are they to say what you can say and what you can't say?
They cannot. They don't have any such right. And I don't understand why up till now these idiots that are in our government are not, doing anything about that.
Because they're on the take, that's why.
Yeah, well, I agree.
That'd be like Wachovia saying, "Well, Hank Strange, you called that person a name. We're fining you." It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. We don't like what you said.
Can you go into Wachovia and knock up the bust the jaw of the guy in the place because he said something bad to somebody?
But how do they know what's misinformation?
What one person's misinformation is the other person's truth.
So now they're claiming that they never had that policy. They're walking that back, but a lot of people are canceling their PayPal accounts. I can't cancel my PayPal account because I got canceled a long time ago by PayPal.
Yeah, well, that whole thing.
And I've been living in these streets.
To me, that's something that
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been living in the streets, Walt. I've been in these streets.
In the streets?
Yeah. The streets. I've been up in the streets. Like, that's prejudice on the behalf of the bank, saying you're a gun guy, we ban you for life. That's what that is. So
yeah.
I hope PayPal goes out of business. They're horrible company. I guess the stock is going down. I hope it continues to go down. As Flying Rich says, canceling PayPal now. Everybody should get out of PayPal. There's other ways. There's the other things you could do out there.
Yeah, there is.
Walt, what would be cool? It's too bad in the gun world there hasn't been, some really handsome dude in the gun world with a mohawk. What, it's too bad. You choose this moment. It's too bad there hasn't been this really handsome, intelligent, very wise, sage, I might say, guy in the gun world screaming at the top of the rooftops that we should have our own ecosystem in the gun world.
Yeah.
That we should have our own ways of banking and doing business with each other and communicating with each other and being able to educate and inform each other. It would be awesome if there was a dude out there saying that. No, what you think?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm not the only one, by the way. I'm not the only one. There's been lots of people out there trying to make this happen. It's the reason why, like right now, I notice TUSC is down there as the sponsor. It's why we've tried to educate people on TUSC and things like that. I was looking at Guns and Gadgets talking about it, and he was like, I don't want to misquote him, but he was saying this kind of stuff is what's going to push crypto forward, and that's the truth. So,
yeah,
we need alternatives, Walt. We need to decentralize this. How is PayPal getting away with this shit? How are banks saying that we're gonna not let gun stores do business, or we're gonna categorize gun stores under a special credit card classification so we can know?
That's discrimination.
Yeah, how's that happening?
Discrimination.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when everybody else is, when the government's the way it is right now, that's what happens.
Lola wanted to know if you've gone through any of this yet. Have you?
No. I mean, back long time ago when we got credit card stuff first time, there was ones that didn't want to do gun stuff. So that's not completely new. But not recently, not with PayPal or anything like that. I mean,
okay.
Knock wood. Oh, well, let me give you advice. Anybody who's using PayPal, don't let the money sit there.
Yep. Don't let it sit there.
Constantly take it out. Or
Move
use
it.
Turn it into something else. But yeah. So
that is good advice. That's good advice. I mean, they got some money from us. I think it's in the hundreds of dollars because one thing I love about my wife and I'm gonna take all the credit for it. She's very paranoid. So we were always taking money out of there. They caught us with obviously with money in there, but because that's just the way it goes. But they could have gotten a lot more if we weren't always constantly taking it out of there. So, but they need to go out of business. And any of these banks, I know you're saying you haven't been affected, but I know Sam Andrews told a story about his bank one day looking at what he does and going, "Oh, this guy makes leather holsters. How do we know he's getting those holsters into America legally?" And they froze his account.
Who were they to? Once again, yeah, because they were worried about the exotic leathers and all that stuff like that. Well, that's none of their goddamn business, okay?
Yeah. Well, there's government entities here to ensure that. That's not their business.
If I'm in the business of lending you money and making money, I don't give a fuck how you make your money. Long as you're not doing anything, I'm not doing anything illegal. I don't want to sound like you don't care, but it's like it's not my place to decide.
Well, yeah, as long as you're doing something legal, right? You, as a bank, you may not be wanting to launder drug money or something like that, I guess.
Right. But
unless you explicitly know that this person is doing something wrong, that's in the purview of government entities to say, "Hey, we noticed this person's putting a lot of money in there. We believe they're a drug dealer," and then to do investigations. You're innocent until proven guilty in America, not for a bank to freeze your accounts and mess up your entire business and your life because your accounts are frozen. That's bullshit.
Yeah. On a hunch of maybe something's going wrong.
Some executive over there goes, "Oh, what does this guy do? Makes holsters? Wait a second. He does some exotic holsters? We don't know where he's getting the leathers from. Who's importing that? He's not going and importing that into America."
No.
The banks aren't concerned about who's coming over the border. The banks weren't concerned about giving all this money to Black Lives Matter that got ripped off, right?
They didn't mind holding that money at all, did they?
No.
Did they?
No, sir.
They don't mind that when those illegals working here send money back to Mexico, do they?
They're still holding that Black Lives money. You know that, right? That's a lot of money.
A lot of that Black Lives money has been black-lived into people's cars and houses.
Yeah.
That's
Yep. So,
well, you notice, as I said, I knew it was going to happen. As soon as the election was over, all that stuff was going to vanish. And guess what? It all vanished because the Democrats stopped paying for it all. So boom, gone.
Lots of money went to lots of companies gave money to Black Lives Matter though. Lots of companies, lots of people, lots of celebrities gave money. I never gave them a dime. Yeah, and I would have. Right. Lots of money. I don't know what the numbers are. Someone out there, I believe it was like 600 million. I think someone's doing a documentary on that. Candace Owens, maybe?
No.
Yeah. Flying Rich, do you want me to put
Candace
up this?
Candace better be careful. She'll end up like in jail like what's his face that did the stuff on Obama.
Right.
They'll accuse her of doing something and throw her ass in jail.
Looks like they're not letting people get out. Flying Rich put this up. He says, "Sorry, we're not able to process your request. Please try again later." That's
start something?
No, that's Rich. That's Rich trying to get out of PayPal. There's a lot of people getting out of PayPal.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, Rich said that we could post it. Just keep trying, Rich. I think that listen, not because of what happened to us with PayPal. I think that happened to a lot of people, and I think that it was a warning sign, and I think a lot of these companies are doing terrible things, and what we need to do is punish these companies. You go woke, you go broke.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, why once again, like I kind of was leaning towards just do business and take people's money and be happy. Don't try to tell them how to live their lives.
But you see, we have laws about banks discriminating against people. It's just like a hotel discriminating against you and saying,
That's like that, all that civil rights stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like a hotel saying we're not going to let you stay in this hotel because you're black
or whatever.
Or white or Indian or whatever it is.
Right.
That's discrimination. A bank saying we're not going to do business with you or we're going to fine you because we don't like what you said. You have the right to the freedom of speech.
Right, that's a constitutional, along with the Second Amendment and everything else. So.
You have the right to the Second Amendment. I have the right to buy a gun with PayPal if I want to. I never did. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
No.
I have the right to do it. The company that was supporting us never made guns. They're not a gun company.
No, nothing like that. No.
They make Kydex Kydex holsters. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So the thing is that why has this been allowed in America for so long? A lot of this has been going on for so long.
Well,
and no politicians, no Democrats, no Republicans did anything about that.
No.
Okay? It takes them accidentally, quote unquote, this bullshit. Like Patrick said, they work on these things for months before they put it out.
Yeah.
What is that sound? Are you dragging something on your desk?
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, your knife.
One of the knives, yeah. It's like a big, almost like a big pocket knife.
Yeah, that's like a big blunt instrument, man. That's not even, yeah.
It's like a machete almost, actually,
Right.
once it's folded out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
This is a copy of, I guess the U.S. military issued these at one point, but this is a Japanese copy of that. So it's it's pretty decent made actually for what it is. So anyways,
yeah. Let me get some comments. Dan Hates You says it's extortion. Those companies don't want to get protested and called racist. That's right. They did that to big companies and small companies. All over America and in a lot of cases all over the world. Asper Warrior says discrimination laws don't work. You can't legislate morality. They obviously don't work in this case because the government, I mean, and I believe we should have smaller government, and there's definitely not a use for the government if the government is allowing banks to do whatever the hell they want to do. Next they'll be saying, you know what, you're a Republican. No,
we don't want
no banking for you. Yeah,
no banking for you.
So, if they it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in power, right? They shouldn't say that to someone because they're a Democrat or Republican, because they're black or they're white, because because they're a Jewish person or a Hindu person, right, or a Christian. This is not what banks and businesses should be in the business of.
Banks are in the business to make money.
Yep.
Oh, with your money.
Yeah.
Let's be quite honest with your money. So
yeah.
If I was a banker, I would be very open to taking everybody's money.
Yeah. I think this thing with PayPal is showing a lot of people, I think it's more powerful than what's happening with Twitter and all these other things out there. Or even what's happening in Russia. We haven't spoken about that yet. Maybe we'll get into it a little bit. But this is a big deal. This affects people. And regardless of what side of the aisle or spectrum or whatever you're on, do you want to be that person that they're like, hey, we believe you're spreading misinformation. We are Big Brother.
Well, I mean, if you're spreading a misinformation is against the party line of the person who owns PayPal or the company, then you
said something with party line. It sounds like some communist, stuff,
well,
right?
I mean, if I come out and say COVID is a joke, and the numbers have all been falsely propped up, and then I get done, and later, 1 minute, T-minus 1 minute. Which it has happened, by the way. But that's my opinion. That's I can say what it's a First Amendment thing, right?
Yeah. If you come out and say, you know what, Fauci's a liar. These guys are lying to us. It's true. It's true. They lied. They lied. This is facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's disinformation though. We don't like what you're saying, sir.
No. Where's my no? No.
Yeah. Put them out of business, people.
Well, yeah, let the people put them out of business or make them pay for their.
We need decentralized options. Okay? By decentralized things that don't function based on what your politics and your opinions are. That's what we need. We're going to take a break here and we're going to come back and talk about more stuff.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Now, if you want to talk about communism and something that's terrible, I'm going to actually go to the Discord right now and show you guys what Asper Warrior put up there. Dinner coming off right now. There you go, dinner. Now, that is terrible. Dinner coming off the smoker right now. How can he tease the rest of us with this delicious meat and not share? You know what I'm saying?
There's people in Ukraine that are hungry, all right? In those little villages.
I'm not worried about those dudes. I want to know where's mine.
Where's
mine? I'll be right there with a plate right now.
As long as it's not pork roast.
Wait, that wasn't pork, was it? I don't think so.
I had a delicious pork roast this afternoon here.
Oh, you did?
The show, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with some rice and
Oh, okay. Very cool. Nice. Did you see? Did you see that footage? I guess there's probably several different things of a Russian fighter jet getting shot down. Did you see that?
How many? I've seen lots of them.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them, right?
You have to you got to look at that stuff sometimes and look at it real close. Some of that stuff it's almost like video game stuff you're looking at. You got to really pay attention to what you're seeing. But
it's pork. It's pork. No, it's beef. Yeah, Asper Warrior says it's beef. There you go. It's beef.
Then you're in.
Yeah, it's beef. Yeah, I'm in. I call dibs.
First dibs on the roast.
Yeah, first dibs.
That could be.
So you're saying that it's not good. It's not real footage, or
no?
I'm
not saying all of it, but okay. I've seen some of it, and you look at it and you go, "Hang on a second. This just looks too good." You know, it's like whistle goes off, and it's like. And it's like, it's...
Okay.
I mean, yes, there's a lot of it that's completely real because everybody's got cell phones and taking video of everything now.
Right.
Trying to get their numbers up, but I could see Ukrainian soldiers. Oh, look, I'm almost at 100,000. Come on, they got to get another Russian. Shoot that helicopter.
Right. Yeah. So here's what I'm talking about. Video shows Russian fighter jet fall from sky as 4 planes destroyed in Ukraine. Ukrainian forces claim to have shot down 4 planes in a single day. And let's see, I don't know if we can get the footage up or we're going to get ads. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not
the Russians can't continue getting their stuff destroyed at the rate they're getting it done, or that they're going to have nothing left. So, I mean, they have a lot of aircraft, but it takes a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
So we sent a lot of anti-aircraft stuff over there. You know,
they have a mixture of it. They have some of our stuff. They've got some stuff of their own making. They got stuff from other countries. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things up there. So.
There's a whole bunch of different footage. So what do you think was going on with all this, man? Everyone right now is worried that we're like on the edge of, we're on the edge of World War III here. You know, nuclear. Let me see. Is this? Oh, this is the one I was talking about, actually. See, there's that jet going. Is this it? This might be one of them. That looks like it's on fire.
It's already been hit. The engine's on fire, so.
Yeah, that got hit.
When is the pilot going to eject?
I don't think he ejected. You don't really see anyone ejecting here.
Unless he's trying to fly far as away as he can.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing of that one. But I was looking at some other ones where they crashed into the ground. That guy might have been trying to make it back. You know, because if you eject and you're in the Ukraine, I mean, you know, it's not. I don't know. So what do you think? How do you think it's going over there? How do you think that thing's going to all play out? Because people are wondering, how does Putin back out of this, right? What happens here?
Well, Putin might not back out of anything. He might get X'd out of things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's going to be any nuclear thing because people have better sense
Mm-hmm.
that over there that are in charge of things. Putin's not pushing any buttons. But yeah, he's losing his support rather quickly, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's always these people that are like, yeah, but it's like when you get the notice that your kid was killed over there in Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
You won't be so because there's
Right.
and there's been thousands of them killed already. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and tens of thousands of them hauled ass and left.
Yeah, a lot of
which I
people are
don't-
running out of the country. Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them there because why would you want to go to Ukraine and be cannon
Yeah.
fodder?
Right.
So
See, here's all the,
you know what I'd be doing if I was Ukrainians?
Mhm.
I'd take that star, that
a lot of
aluminum with
footage
that
came
piece
out
of-
here. Mm-hmm.
That piece of crashed airplane with that star in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be selling that shit to people.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I can't help myself. Everything shit like that is like somebody will buy
This is
that thing and put it up on their wall, man.
Yeah. Now you guys know how the Keller fortune was built.
You know, look. When you're poor,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always looking for things to sell and do like
Mhm.
that. You know, it's like, but yeah, stuff like that. People snag that stuff up. Minute you can have a Russian star off of an Su-25 or something. Heck yeah, man! Boom,
Mm-hmm.
and up on eBay, up on on one of those auction sites. But yeah, the Ukrainians have like Asper Warrior says, Ukrainians have they're in control of the propaganda machine.
Mm-hmm.
And they're constantly putting stuff up. I mean, but
Yeah. Yeah, the Ukrainians, I think, are how we're seeing this particular war play out. I think me, you, and Patrick were talking about this, but after we got off the show. I don't think we said it on the show. This is the first time we're seeing a war play out like this. The Ukrainians are smart people. They're putting a lot of stuff out there. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff, man. They're using all kinds of drones.
oh yeah,
They're very creative in fighting back over there.
And
they
the
put a lot of
Russians
stuff
are
on.
like they're like the stumbling, bumbling misfits. You know,
Yeah.
they're telling their soldiers that to bring their own sleeping bags and sleeping mats and bandages and get tampons from your mom and your granny and your sister, so you
Mhm.
can stick them in the bullet wounds. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah. They're messing around. Now, at the same time, I think we're pumping a lot of money into that country to fight this war. And like what I saw Rogan and Tulsi Gabbard talking about, I do agree with that. Hey, there's this big military industrial complex. Lots of money is going to people both sides of the aisles. And, obviously that's happening here, right? And at the same time, you're telling people in America, okay, well, you're going to suffer, but you got to take one for the team.
Well,
I'm not so
nobody-
sure about all that. I think the other
Yeah.
European nations need to pick up a lot more of the slack than America.
yeah, well, yeah.
I'm glad for them being able to fight back, but I don't think that, this is like something that America should fund at the same time that people in America themselves are having a tough time, and then you just tell people in America, well, you gotta suffer.
Well, yeah.
So-
I mean, the tough time in America was even before the this whole thing started. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's partially due to the people in charge of things here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fuel prices and stuff like
Mhm.
that. that was a
yeah, but other
self-inflicted
countries
wound.
need to stand up more. I mean, if the
Well, yeah,
it's not-
yeah, and they are
yeah.
sending stuff over there, but we have some. I mean, we have some pretty fucking serious ass weapons that get the job done really easily and or better than a lot of these others. But yeah, I don't
What do
know.
we get out of
You
the
know,
deal? That's my question. You know, what
we
do
see
get out
that
of the
we
deal?
I think they're hoping for a change in Soviet Russia.
Okay.
But that can be scary too because that's uncertainty. But you know, if they can, yeah, the winter will be the determining factor
So,
how bad it gets
now-
in the wintertime.
Right now, like I don't, you've heard me say this. I don't really want Trump to run again. But let's say Trump was the president, and he was, part of executing this war in the Ukraine in terms of sending all this equipment and advisors and stuff like that over to the Ukraine and fighting with Russia. Don't you think people will have a big problem with that?
Of course they would. The ones that the Democrat supporters, yeah, they would because they'd be screaming bloody murder. But now that their boys sending stuff over there, they just kind of go for the ride. Because we can't, Creepy Joe, he's, but
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to suss out, right?
No.
It's not an easy thing.
No.
It's not like a black and white type of issue. So,
I mean,
hey, I think those folks over there should be able to fight for themselves, but I think there's also a lot of corruption in the Ukraine. I'm not,
nowhere,
a fan necessarily of Russia.
nowhere as much as there is in Russia, though.
Yeah.
That's why the Russians don't have any uniforms. They don't have fresh food. They don't have tires for the trucks because people like Putin and all his generals and all his cronies have built houses and put it in banks.
Okay.
So that's the reason. And this just open your eyes up and go, were the Russians really? The Russians have always been played as the superpower. Really?
Badasses. Spetsnaz. Where's Spetsnaz?
Well, there are probably special forces guys, but once again, the regular army is in shambles. I mean, it's like they don't have. How can you send 300,000? You got to feed 300,000 people. You can't feed the people you have now. How are you going to feed 300,000 more?
Yeah, that's true. One of the things I noticed, like you look at all the.
They were showing the Russian soldiers how to wrap their feet in cloth because they don't have enough socks. And you got to be effing out of your.
That's some Civil War type shit, right?
That's when the soldiers go into Ukraine and they go into people's homes and they steal everything.
Yeah.
Because they fucking got nothing. That's why they.
Yeah, Asper Warrior says we wouldn't be helping Ukraine if they weren't laundering money for Biden's. Changed my mind. I agree with that.
We'd still be there. We'd still be there. It goes a lot bigger than the Biden clan.
But it's more than a coincidence that Hunter Biden had some dealings in the Ukraine and all that kind of stuff going on.
This is more about getting rid of Putin than anything.
Okay.
If you can get rid of Putin and get some people back in there like that have a little bit of and aren't so want to. Putin has a Stalin thing. He wants to be great empire again. Great empire. Well, ain't gonna be no fucking great empire.
If you want to be a great empire, you have to actually do shit. You can't just. You can't be a bully and stand around and look at other countries around you and they start growing and developing things and become centers in the world for stuff, and you're like, oh, let's go kick their asses and take their stuff. That's not how.
Let's take their stuff. And your army, you've been stealing the money from your army, and the army sucks. So I mean.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, you look at the launches, right? So the other day I saw there was a launch that went up to the space station from SpaceX,
Right.
and it took up astronauts. Amongst those astronauts was a Russian. Now, the Russians said, do the Russians own the space station? I think they do technically, right?
They have part of it. Part of it's theirs, yeah.
Yeah, the Russians are trying to, but they're trying to shut down everyone, like the Americans, let's say, for having access to the space station. What are we taking people up there for?
Those are agreements. That's business, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's yeah. Look, I would personally never build a space station with the Russians or anybody else. We shouldn't
agree.
be.
Yeah.
I love this international shit. The space shuttle and the Russians, we too built the thing. Nobody else did. Everybody else rides along and they get. I mean, Japan built a little module, but we drug it up there. Why do we need? The Chinese don't have an international space station.
Yeah, why do we have to work with people?
Why? Why have all this technology and all this stuff and then like hand it out for free?
Right. I'm not saying we shouldn't take other countries up there, but
you can take them up for a ride.
Yeah, this whole silly. You know what this is from? This is from Star Trek. This is some Star Trek bullshit right here.
This is the silly UN stuff. This is that whole idea. We all gonna be one world and kiss and hug, but in the background, all it is dictators wanting new washing machines and refrigerators because they're in the UN, and and running their side scams because they're in the UN.
Yeah.
We don't need to. I mean, if I was Musk and okay, this Russian going up there, that was probably agreed to and paid for years ago or scheduled years ago. So let's try to. I don't want to sound wishy-washy, but let's keep the conflict on the ground out of the space thing, because that's kind of a mixed up place up there. I mean, hey guys, see you later, comrades. I'm unbolting this thing and we're out of here. Well,
yeah. I'm sure that that Russian dude should defect while he's up there.
Well, I mean, they get along up there. I think that, I got no gripe with the Russian folks. I don't want to see those people get killed either, because it's just a waste. It's just sad, because those people don't have no gripe with those Ukrainian people. That 19-year-old kid that gets killed out there, he doesn't give two shits. He just wants to go home.
But listen, I'm not against us all working together as a world, but it shouldn't be like a kumbaya dream.
No,
it should be people equally coming to the table and equally having technology or resources. It should be a real deal kind of thing.
Right. It's a give and it's not a give and take, just a give.
Right.
Give,
right. Yeah.
It's like,
I
mean, that's like, if I come up with some really cool state-of-the-art thing, am I just gonna? I know some people would, but am I just gonna give it away so somebody else can, or some Chinaman can and steal it and start making it over there? Hell no! They're gonna steal it anyways eventually. But I'm gonna try to make as much money as I can for me and my peeps.
Right.
Before.
I just don't. Yeah, I think it's just all.
And my country. If you come up with something like fusion or fission or whatever one thing, if you come up with some really cool thing and it works, am I just going to hand it out?
Yeah.
No.
I challenge people to go look into the history and see how the Russians treated Musk when he was trying to be part of the space program and help him out.
They were like, F you, bitch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He's showing them guys what it's about.
Yeah.
That's that Russian. You've seen inside of a Soyuz spacecraft, right? They're packed in there like sardines. They're sitting in their little thing. They got shit all over inside there, all kinds of cargo and everything. They can't even move. Mm-hmm. And then the SpaceX thing, they're sitting there like in their fancy looking boots and their fancy looking suits,
like a Tesla going into space.
Yeah, they got the displays right there, and it's right there, and there's enough room when they end up in orbit, they can unbolt and take off their suits and move around inside there, and I asked, they actually have a potty in there too. I asked on one of the other boards about that. Would make sense.
Right.
But yeah, because
you got to poop in space.
Well, I mean, last time they launched, between the time they launched and the time they got to the ISS was 29 hours. You can't hold it for 29 hours.
That's one of my aspirations. I'd like to take a dump in space. That'd be nice.
I think I'd rather do a little bit of in space.
But that's on the list.
Floating around in no gravity. Like,
oh boy. So let me share this. This is from the Discord here. This was from Asper Warrior. So this is a real. I don't know if this is a real thing.
Snap-on suppressor.
Yeah, is this for reals? I don't know if this is. It could be.
Yeah, it could be.
It looks like the Silencer Co. thing. Yeah, it is from Silencer Co. FD coming to USA. Oh, so yeah.
Was it?
So that's from Silencer Co. remember we were talking about that looks a lot like the Maxim 9.
Snap-on.
Yeah, but it snaps on. Interesting. I like it. It's interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my first time seeing it, and that's obviously why we have the Discord, so people can put cool things up in there. We can, we could take a look at it, and
Yeah.
so that's cool. Yeah, we have to dig into that a little bit more, Walt. See what's that cost. I say you should get one. Get one. Take one for the team.
I volunteer to be the guinea pig. Yeah.
You could put it on the dagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing some. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some We should do a dagger challenge.
Oh, tell me. Well, we got to get the new. I got to get the new full size dagger.
Yeah, the full size one. If anyone has that full size one, let us know.
Chime in. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
They popped that up. I mean, that appeared with really no fanfare that I could think of. It's like all of a sudden, I was on the website and it's like full size. I'm like, really?
Yeah. We'll see. They're gonna be rolling around out there. We're gonna take this quick break and we're gonna come right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Alrighty, so we're here. We're about to wrap this all up.
One last thing on Russia. When I see those airplanes shot down, I see the helicopters shot down, the Russian stuff. I just think there's another guy or a tank blown up. There's another 3 or 4 guys, and it's just like such a waste. I mean, it's.
I agree.
And even though they're the invaders, they're invading because somebody's telling them to be the invaders. So it's
right. Yeah, war is not fun.
Yeah.
And it sucks that at this point in our history we're still doing this, and it sucks for this to be happening and destabilizing Europe and the rest of the world. But this is an indication of countries that have problems within those countries, and they're not taking care of it. And
the people are not taking care of it.
The people are not taking care of it. And a lot of us think Russians are badass, but I could tell you, Walt, I've run into Russian people. They're not like everyone thinks these are some badass, and there are badasses amongst the Russians. I don't want anyone to think that I don't think there's a lot of there's badass Russians, but most of the Russian people are pacified at this point. They're brainwashed, and they're not fighting back against their people. And they also don't really have what we have in America, or we think we have in America, the ability to fight back. That's important.
And there is, just like us, internet and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're getting fed a line from the government, and
yeah,
that's not the truth.
Right.
And but at some point they gotta say, okay, enough of this silliness.
Yeah. This is why guns. People think you can't fight back with just some guns. Yes, you can. You can make change. You can. A gun, a handgun, can get you to a rifle, or a rifle can get you to a tank. Believe it or not, a tank can get you to an attack helicopter.
Yeah.
You could upgrade here.
I mean,
you could upgrade. It needs to be organized a little bit better than what I'm saying, but it could happen.
Yeah, it's just such a waste. So
yeah, I agree
on both sides.
Yep.
So
all over the world, but the people, if the world, see, this is not some kind of magical thing that we can wave a wand and make the world better. Everybody needs to be involved in this, and it takes, like, Americans had to fight for that, and a lot of people have forgotten it over time. Some of those people that we tore down the statues, those people fought for this.
Yeah.
and died for this stuff. And it doesn't make them perfect, because no human being's perfect. But in order to get to what America is, and a lot of America's losing it too. people had to fight for that and die for that and make the sacrifices to make that happen. And other people in other countries around the world, if they want that, they're going to need to make those sacrifices and fight for it
have
too.
to stand up.
Yeah, we can't do it for them. We can't do it for them.
No.
They have to do it for themselves, and they have to demand it, because even us here in America, we have to do it. Those dudes who did it back in the days, they're not here anymore.
No.
You know, we're the ones that are here. Us, our children, our grandchildren, we're the ones who are here, and we have to do something about it as well. So, you know, this is why it's happening. What's up?
Did you see the video of them showing the votes when they were counting the votes in these annexed
no,
regions?
No.
And the woman's flipping the vote where it would be yes or no, and there's nothing there. And it's like, ding,
bullshit.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's like,
no, it's all bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, even Russia's supposed allies and stuff are not, you know, they're like, you know, and there is some power in the sanctions thing too. That's, you know, if all of a sudden we decide that we're going to cut off all your ways to make money and transact money and everything else, you know, as you know, a 2A person would know about. You know, and your people in your country can't use their credit cards, and they can't do their banking, and they can't do this. That's the Russian people are feeling that stuff, and their retirement accounts go. You know, it's like
At some point, the people of countries around the world, including America, have to stand up against their leaders who are leading them down a bad, destructive path, and say no. Okay? And in some cases, as you have said, and it's weird how, you know, I'm coming more over, Walter. Rope!
To the dark side.
Yeah. Rope. Okay? Yeah, you gotta get rid of some of these people.
Well, I mean, that's what they're saying might happen to Pooty Poot.
Yeah, well, it's time.
You know, that's why the Pooty Poot was what Bush called him. That was his nickname.
Yeah.
Pooty Poot.
Yeah, Russia could be a better place. The whole world could be a better place. Get rid of the bad actors.
Yeah.
But you guys have to do it. The people in the world have to do it.
Yeah, they have to do that. And and corruption in the Russian military starts at the lowest levels, corporals, sergeants, and goes all the way to the top. I mean, it's just, and it's not like, you can say that about here. There's corruption, there's stuff, but it's not as bad as it is there, where you don't have. We got 1.5 million uniforms that are gone. Where'd they go? Oh, well, somebody put the money in their pocket. That's It's going to be an awfully cold winter for those Russians in Ukraine when they don't have any winter jackets.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's muddy, and
yeah.
And you're fighting against people that want to.
Winter is coming, Walter. Winter is coming.
I know.
Winter is coming. So anyway, listen, we're gonna wrap it up. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna have Tonto on the show, and we're gonna have Patrick. So it should be fun.
Tell people who Tonto is that don't know.
So Tonto is one of the guys that was involved in Benghazi. You know, one of those. If you've seen the movie 13 Hours, you know, he along with Tig, who's been on the show here, and a few other folks, were the guys who had to go in there and get that. Was it an ambassador and other people out of there, and then they basically got set up and got caught up in a life or death firefight.
They were abandoned by our government, by the way.
Yes, they were abandoned. They're still suffering, from the injuries and all that kind of stuff that they went through, and still trying to find peace in their lives now. And Tonto's a good dude. You know, I've hung out with him. I've known him for a little while, and we've tried to get him on here. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow actually getting him. I've been on his podcast and stuff like that. So it's going to be cool to actually get him on here. He's a really good guy. You guys, I think, already know that. You've seen him everywhere. And then finally now we get to see him come on to Who Moved My Freedom. So it should be a good time here. So Lola says, Chris Tonto Peranto. That's right. Tonto Peranto. So there you go. So he should be coming on. I call him Tonto. So
yeah. If you don't know about that, that's a pretty crazy story. what happened there. So,
is there an anniversary we just passed, or is it coming up? I believe so.
9/11. It happened on 9/11.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's been a long. How long has it been? Obviously not. So that's
that was 9/11 and it's 22.
That was in the Obama times.
12?
Might have been.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. So
it's been a long time. Yeah.
That one's on Hillary Clinton's account too, also. Because she was Secretary of State. So
absolutely, Hillary, Obama, all that kind of stuff.
That whole bunch, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to talk about some of that. I want to, I think you guys probably seen a lot of that. What I want to do, obviously, is cover that, but I want to get into how he's living his life now. What's up?
Yeah, I want to hear his take on the stuff going on over there in the Ukraine and stuff.
Ukraine,
too,
yeah. That'll be cool to listen to. But he's a really cool, laid back kind of guy. And I think I know he's been out there and done other things. So this is we get to put our stink on the Tonto interview, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't really have any kind of plans. I'm just excited to to make it happen tomorrow. So we'll see all you guys then. Here's what I'm gonna do, Walt. I am gonna run in the end, and then we're gonna come back, and you're gonna drop some words of wisdom. So I hope you got some. I know you always come up with good stuff off the top of the dome. So let me run this in and we'll do that. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to rip the audio out of this, throw it up on iTunes, all your favorite place to listen to your audio podcast from. You can listen to us from Audible. Audible will bring you through here to the podcast. So, and we're all over. And if you can't find it, go to hankstrange.com. You will find the podcast there, as well as lots of different info on who supports us, how you guys can help with supporting us, and all the different places, platforms you can find us on, etc. Walt, words of wisdom, what you got?
Words of wisdom. That's a good one. I'm kind of at a loss. Don't let the current events drag you down. Try to keep a positive outlook on things, even though sometimes the positivity is not there. And and you might want to make sure you have a couple extra days of some food in your house and stuff like that. So
don't get too crazy. I think on that line of thinking, I know there's a lot of stuff out there right now where people are panicking, and you should pay attention. You should be aware of what's happening and be prepared, but don't allow the biggest way you need to be prepared is here in the mind. And if you let your mind get broken and people push your buttons, and you're going to react and you won't necessarily do the right thing. So right. Definitely keep this sharp. That's what you need to survive the world. So that being said, big thanks to everyone out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Big thanks, Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms. Make sure you guys go check out Safety Harbor Firearms, as well as StenParts.com. They've got lots of parts for your Sten gun needs, as we said just now.
Yep, it's still up and running. No problems there. And check out, go to YouTube and check out the show. I'm going to be posting. I got some parts coming for that 308 build, that pistol, and I think it might fix it. So I'll be doing some more test firing, and when I get that, we're gonna do some. I gotta do some outdoor shooting and maybe like a twilight, so I can see a huge fireball.
Oh, cool! Yeah, and sometime this week, I'm probably gonna make a trip out there to Safety Harbor Firearms, do some stuff with some dirt foot racing stuff and some Safety Harbor stuff.
Well, maybe we can talk new welders too.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put. I got some welder work for you. Walter is I'm telling you something. Walter's one of the best welders I've ever seen.
You're just trying to butter me up.
Walter's a good welder. No, man, I've seen your welding. You're pretty good. You're pretty good at welding. I've seen a lot of different welding jobs out there. And yes, I am trying to butter you up so I can
get some shit done.
Yeah, exactly. With that being said, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow. We're out of here. Let me hit the buttons.